What's up, team? Team Extreme. Oh, I got a little bit of an echo there. A little bit of an echo. What's up? It is Wednesday all day long today. We'll see how that works out for us. Still don't have my chat working completely. I've only got, oh yeah, that's only Twitch chat for some reason. Oh, I think I see what the problem is. All right, well, we're not going to have chat up there today. We're not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not prudent. I will just watch YouTube chat elsewhere. I'm sorry for that. I did not spend any time on this, getting the stream prepared. If you couldn't tell from Monday, I will assure you that nobody here has given any jobs to anybody related to them through marriage, let alone, you know, them. Tony Clark, man, you did like a great job. Great job. You couldn't keep it in your pants. You couldn't even keep it in your house, bro. That's something. How are we all doing? The one thing that in starting a 6-3 finish. So we went 2-1 on Monday. I don't remember the last one. I don't think we were gonna get. I don't think there was anybody in game 3 that was gonna help us. Hey, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. You went 6-3. All right, you both went 6-3. I cannot believe Tony Clark, man. That is something. And going into this thing where I think everybody's already expecting there to be a work stoppage or a strike or whatever after this season. That is a tough thing. Andrew went 2-1 in each segment on the final guest. Oh, I think did that happen to us on the last one? We might have got it narrowed down. And if I have a 50-50 chance, I'm going to choose wrong. Something I did see, though, on the not related to Tony Clark specifically, but related to the MLBPA. I have been telling people about it for the last couple of years about MLB.TV. You can get it at like a 50% discount if you donate to the MLBPA, and that's the way I've been doing it. They are no longer doing that because ESPN, bought out MLB.TV, so they own all that, and they're cutting down on all that. The T-Mobile offer, however, does still apply, which is how I'm going to have to get my MLB.TV this year. Well, it's not how I have to, but how I'm going to. Apparently, ESPN is also making you sign up for their app first, and then you sign up for MLB. I don't know. I've kind of read highlights and headlines. I haven't read it all. But I know I've been telling people for the last couple of years about the MLBPA discount, and it is going away, so I apologize in advance. But if you have T-Mobile, you do get MLB.TV for free. ESPN stinks, exactly. That's why I would not do it that way. I would purchase. I have to purchase it. I can watch it in many different. I got different ways to watch different games. But the thing is, I use it a lot when I'm in the car. I will listen to Mets games in the car. So that's why I like to have the app, because I can just do it that way. But enough of the downer news. Let's play some starting a 9, shall we? So we did lose that last game. On Monday, we went 2-1. We did get 1 out of the 3 times correct. So woot. I was really grumpy on Monday because I had seen the grid already when I opened these pages, just getting ready, and it was just all text, and that pisses me off so bad. That's why I don't even open it on the grid on Saturday. I did see the grid today. I don't think that's the case. So better energy here. All right, 2 and 1. Let's get going. I will only play it once. So when picking out a position to start, let's say...
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base.
You can rise to the occasion, not unlike Tony Clark. Dude, I've got a rim shot here somewhere. That's not it. There it is. We haven't done Kangaroo Court on the pod for a long time. I guess I just don't make mistakes anymore on the podcast. We know that's not true. All right. Let's start third base. Oh, all right. We got Ron Santo and somebody Menke. If it was Meineke, I would say that we're looking at mufflers, but it is not Meineke. If that's even still a thing, Meineke. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Ron Santo. All right. So obviously, Ron Santo famously played for the Cubs. I'm assuming he played for other teams as well, but I don't know who they are. So we're going to go with the obvious answer here. Hey-o! It's a gone. To be fair, it's and there's a deep drive to left field by Castellanos. Santa only played on the White Sox for a season. But see, that would have thrown me if I would have not known about the Cubs. July 18th, 1972, Cubs Billy Williams belts walk-off home run as Fergie Jenkins goes the distance by Victoria Monty. I don't believe we've ever had a Victoria Monty story before. That's exciting when we get a new author. All right, 1972, 2-1. This is gonna be a shorty. I'm gonna say this is 201. Like I'm going really short. 247, 235. Wow. Okay, you guys are going a little bit longer. I'm sticking with 201. 201, get your over-unders in. A bam. 229, Matt gets in there. Matt's the only one. That took a longer for a 2-1. Okay, why do we have this over here on the box score menu? I saw that they'd done some updates to this page. I hope that's not it. All right, for the Reds, that would have probably been relatively easy to get. Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench, Tony Perez. We had a late Dave Concepcion fill-in. Lots of hits. Well, for one team there was. Oh, it went 10 innings too. That's what threw me. Didn't tell me. For the Cubs, we've got Rick Monday. All right. He played for the Dodgers too, right? Yeah. And Oakland. I did not know that. Don Kessinger. I thought he was an umpire. Billy Williams, giveaway, Cardinal. Joe Pepitone, maybe not so much. I think of that. I think everyone thinks of Joe Pepitone as a Yankee. And, you know, Kramer had to knock him off the plate. Had to plunk him. Or did he plunk Mantle? One of those two. There's our Ron Santo. Randy Hundley. Now I know his son, the Mets, or not the Mets, the Cubs, the Padres, the Twins, and the Giants. But more importantly, the Cubs. That's the only thing I'll remember there. And then Fergie Jenkins would have been a giveaway for me on the mound. I always think of him as Cubs first. All right. We're off to a good start. Let's see how it goes. Next game. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. We have got a Negro League or an All-American Girls game. Or a House of David. We don't know. I guessed House of David on Monday. If you weren't here, I did guess Ken Kaiser or Don Dinkinger. Maybe Don Kessinger. I must be, right? Ken Kaiser. Don Dinkinger. Wasn't there, or am I just thinking of Henry Kissinger? All right. This is gonna be a thing. Let's go. We can't go catcher, so let's go center field. Oh, I was gonna tell you on Monday, if you weren't here, I did guess House of David because we had the second game. The Yankees were one of the teams. And I felt that there was probably a Ricky Henderson sighting, and there was. So I answered some teams that I knew were wrong just to be able to get Ricky's name up there. I was very happy with that. All right, center field. All right, Henry Kimbrough and Tom Parker. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is not an All-American Girls game. I'm just going to go out on a limb there. Now, Henry Kimbrough, I've heard of. If Tom Parker, if his nickname is not Colonel, I'm going to turn over some tables. I mean, I have no idea which team Henry Kimbrough played for. So I feel like we're probably just going to go through our usual progression here. We'll start with the Monarchs since they're the closest in the list. I hate the fact that I'm just guessing when it comes to the Negro Leagues, but they switch teams so often. It's really kind of hard. All right, let's go third base. Yeah, there are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Harrys. Who at House of David? Well, they barnstormed. So they technically could have played any of these teams, right? Maybe on Friday we'll look up House of David schedules. All right, Henry Spearman and Haas Walker. Now, the one thing I don't think this is one of those teams that's called the Cubans that we've had the last 2 weeks and that I nailed last week. We've got Haas Walker and Henry Spearman. I heard Henry was a twin. He was part of the Spearman twins. I'm here all week. That was a Mark joke. That was I apologize. I should have put up a disclaimer that I was about to do a Mark dad joke, but you'll live. All right, let's go Crawfords. No. Let's go pitcher. Again, none of this is going to help me because they switch teams so often. We got Jonas Gaines. I love him on those home improvement shows. I tried to think of the network, but I don't know what network it's on. And Roy Parthlow. W doubles, W fun. It's Spearman sugar-free gum. Roy Parthlow. I think that's Gwyneth's father. Also an actor, right? Chip and Joanna Gaines. See, it's Chip and Joanna Gaines. What is that show called? They're in Texas, in that city in Waco, right? That's where Baylor is. That's where they do all their stuff. What is it? We used to watch them all the time. Shiplap. They're like obsessed with Shiplap. They've got stuff in Target, at least they used to. I went to Target this week to get baseball cards. I couldn't wait, and I opened them all. I only got like 2 of note. I'll show them to you here after this game. But one of them is a parallel. I'll just give you a quick. It's probably worth nothing, but it's a parallel. So Fixer Upper, HGTV. There you go. You know what I'm talking about. We did the Crawfords, so let's see. What do we got next? We've got, who did we do? The Crawfords and the Monarchs. So we need, where did they go? Oh no, we already did the Crawfords. We did the Monarchs already. I guess the Grays is next in our trip. Oh, well, of course, we got the team that we don't need. All right, let's go shortstop. Jelly Jackson and Tommy Butts. That seems like that would be a good double play combination if they were on the same team. Jelly Butts. R.I.P. Jesse Jackson, though, yesterday. That's too bad. Jelly Jackson and Tommy Butts. I mean, I really don't have any idea. The Elite Giants. Are you just throwing names out there, or do you have some? And aren't there a couple of Elite Giants? There's Baltimore Elite Giants. I know, Robert Duvall. I love Robert Duvall. Now, of course, he's in The Natural. He's one of those actors that I really enjoy watching perform. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, I enjoy watching because he gets so into his roles. Robert Duvall, my favorite Robert Duvall movie, I think, is The Paper. Which, again, I mean, having a journalism background, The Paper, All the President's Men is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. Spotlight. I just love those movies of real journalists doing real work. And The Paper, I remember I thought he just was so great in that. Robert Duvall, I loved. All right, we'll do Baltimore Elite Giants. Now, if this is correct, I'm going to put an asterisk here, but I don't know that it is. Let's just go. We'll put an asterisk.
Oh, you guys.
I would not have guessed the Baltimore Elite Giants because we had the Baltimore Elite Giants, I think, 2 weeks ago. I think I missed it. All right, September 16th through the 24th, I'm guessing is what that means. 1934, Baltimore Elite Giants defeat Homestead Grays in 5-game championship series by Rich Pierzer. Days of Thunder, yes! That's right. That's another one of those just great movies that he's in. I never text people when I see that somebody is passed unless it's a baseball related person, but 150 19 that would have probably been my guess too because it's a Negro League game. What was I gonna say? As soon as I saw that Robert Duvall had passed, I texted Mark and executive producer Mitch because they'll text those kind of things about those kind of people, but I never do. Exactly. Rubbin's Racing, Harry. I made my wife watch it. She had never seen it. And whenever I tell my wife, I don't make my wife, obviously, but whenever I say, we need to watch this movie, it's so good, I love this movie, I've seen this movie a million times, she'll watch it and she'll hate it, but she'll begrudgingly watch it and she'll hate it. She won't tell me she hates it, but you can see it's just like torture. But oh my God, yes, Top Gun on NASCAR's Top Gun, just great. Let's see. We're all going 150 on this one, right? We've already got an asterisk on this one, but let's go 150. Oh, and it's all of the games. Let's go with the last game. Time of game 0. I think we'll just give ourselves a pass on that one. That's what I've done before. Okay, so in the last 3 weeks, we've had a Cubans team. We've had the Detroit Stars, and we've had the Baltimore Elite Giants. And it seems to always be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems to always be the 5th game is a Negro League game. Getting this down. All right. Oh, I guess I haven't been updating this shiz. We're going to put an asterisk by that one. Because who gave me that one? Was it Berlin? Yeah, it was Berlin. I'm going to put an asterisk by that one because you came in very sure about that one. Very sure about that one. Rick Purzer. Snow Purzer. Came in very confident about that one. All right, let's go to the next one. Game number 6. This time we can start with third base. Oh, we'll get this one. All right, we got Devers. So we know that this is one of two teams, and Duffy. I think that's the Duff Beer mascot, that guy. His name's Duffy. Justin, I will try to. I promise you, I'm probably not going to remember that. I will try my best. I now know that Fungo's name is Paul. That took me a while, and I appreciate you being here. If you remind me, if I call you Berlin, just remind me, because you've seen how shot my brain is. Not Dallas Stars Patrick Duffy. Or, I thought they said not Dallas Stars. I was going to say, or Dallas. Yeah. I want to say the Dallas Stars had a guy named Duffy on them at some point, but maybe not. We'll see. No, keep throwing it out there. I will remember at some point. All right, so this is either the Giants or the Red Sox. We know this for a fact. Unless it's an all-star game, but I don't think there's ever been an all-star game with Duffy leading off, at least in the Berlin is your last name. All right. Now I know your whole name. Now we can dox you. Justin Berlin. Used to live in San Francisco. Now lives in the greater DC, Baltimore area. This is how we dox. All right. Should we go? If he's playing third base, this is the Red Sox. Now, we've already had the Red Sox this week, but also we're doubling up on Bill Nolan articles. So we're going to go with the Red Sox because I don't know Duffy. I think that might be the Twins, but I'm not sure. We're going to go Red Sox. There we go. That's a legit one.
Doctor, you can hang a star on that, baby.
That's an absolute legit home run. Bam. We used our noodle and came up with some logic, and it paid off. Paid off big time. And it's a Bill Nolan article. What a shock. March 30th, 2018. After opening day defeat, Red Sox rebound with first of 9 consecutive wins by Bill Nolan. Mark and I both saw Rafael Devers' very first major league game. They called him up when they were in Seattle. I remember. I remember because somebody in the crew was a Red Sox fan, and they were all geeked up about it, and we had heard about him, and then I remember I had to manually enter his name in the roster because he got called up that day, never played in the big leagues before, so I had to enter in all his zeros to get him up there in the game. There's some trivia. Mark and I have been to 3 perfect games between us, and we saw Rafael Devers' first major league game. Let's see. Nowlin. Nolan's more of a baseball name though, but Nowlin. All right. 1-0. 2018. Second day of the season. They're in Tampa, so weather is not a problem. They're in the dome. I'm going to say, we've already got a 234. That's a pretty good guess. I'll go a little bit higher. I'll go 241. Probably 241. Because I'm going to think there's pitching changes. Because this is the second game of the year. So I think they'll probably have some pitching changes. All right, we've got a 234, a 240, a 247, and I don't remember what I said. A 245. What did I say? I think I said 241. We're all right in the same ballpark. All right. 241. Nailed it. Let's see. Brian, you got it. Matt, you got it. Andrew, you got it. And Justin, you got it. And I got it. We all got it. There was much rejoicing. Yay. Oh, should I get that? Should that be a celebratory clip from Monty Python? And there was much rejoicing. Yay. For the Red Sox, we got this guy. Put him through a metal detector before he comes in. Eduardo Nunez would have not helped me. Christian Vasquez probably wouldn't have helped me just because he's been on a lot of teams. David Price. Matt Duffy. Okay. How long did Matt Duffy play? The Duff Man. Giants, Rays, Cubs, Angels, Royals, Rangers. Good grid guy. The Duff Man. He's on Instagram. Oh, I'm not gonna click. I've learned to not do that. CJ Crone, Wilson Ramos, Brad Miller. I guess I do remember him on the Rays. Echevarria, Rob Refschneider, Blake Snell, Chaz Rowe. All right, well, we nailed that one. So we did go 3-0 today. It's an asterisk. To be safe, I would have gone 2-1. If we're really being honest, I would have gone 2-1 today. All right, let's do this. I want to show you these cards I got real quick before we move on to the next one. So I bought 4 packs of these Series 1 over the weekend. I was going to open one on stream, but I got impatient. I can't wait. I don't think I got anything clearly that's that great. That might actually be a different card. Or is it just... Yeah, that's a little bit different. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So, this is Christian Yelich's card, right, for the Brewers. So look at the border there. It's the gold, and then it's just white the rest of the way. But this is a rookie card for Anthony Siegler, but it's got a different border. So I don't know if that's a parallel. I don't know that it's worth anything anyway. I mean, none of them are worth anything at this point. Switch pitcher in high school, hitting 90 miles per hour off the mound with both arms. Okay. But the only ones that I even put in sleeves that I got out of all these. First of all, I got one of these Stars of MLB. I did get an Ohtani. It's not worth anything. Other than the fact that it's an Ohtani, so people will probably get excited about it at some point. I'm sure there's about a jillion of those out there. And then this one, I got a American League wins leaders, which I looked this up online and I couldn't find a comp. I couldn't find the background on this. I saw other backgrounds. I saw a plain background. I saw a spring training background, which was kind of weird, but I have yet to see this like refractor or whatever Topps calls theirs background. I'm sure it won't be worth anything. My thought was if I got anything of value, I would immediately turn around and sell it because they're going to do nothing but come down in value. I was looking for that Seinfeld autograph cards that are in here. I did get a Shoeless Joe Jackson card. I'm sure that's worth a lot. I did get a Bryce Harper. These are just regular cards. These are just their regular year cards. I got Big Dumper. This was all in one pack. This was a good pack. One thing I did notice, I got in 2 of these packs, these are 35 pack cards. I got the same run twice in the same pack. And they weren't good cards, but I got 2 of the same, 2 of like the same cards in the same pack twice, which never pleases me. Yeah, I don't know, and I don't know enough about all these. I mean, I got 2 of these in every pack. I just so happened to be I got an Ohtani. Oh, it's exciting when you get a Mike Trout, even though it's not worth anything anymore. It's still exciting when you pull a Trout. And I got a Julio Rodriguez in that pack. And I got a Mookie Betts, but they're all just regular runs, so I'm sure they're not worth anything. And I don't see any other cards like that Brewers rookie card. Like not even the other rookie cards, of which there are many. None of them had that different border. So maybe I should pull that out and just throw it in a sleeve anyway. Got a Tarek Skubal, but again, it's just one of these things. Titans of the Game, Samuel Basallo. I don't even know how you say his name. That corner is I can already see that there's a corner over here that is not great. I did get a Fernando Tatis Titans of the Game right alongside of Fernando Tatis, whatever these are. So if you want a Fernando Tatis lot, let me know. I got this Profiles by Ken Griffey Jr. with Bryce Harper. I don't know exactly what these are. Ken Griffey Jr.'s insights into Bryce Harper. Intensity dialed to 10. He's not just playing, he's trying to take your heart. That seems like a pretty standard comment. And then I got a Yamamoto. I guess that would be considered. No, this isn't his rookie card because they made them last year for him. I got a Clayton Kershaw. Boy, am I excited about that. Those are really kind of the highlights. Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't bought a new pack of baseball cards for so long. I didn't really know what to expect. Like when I buy baseball cards now, they're generally 30 to 40 years old. So I know what to expect. I'll probably buy some more this year. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of addicting. As I'm sure you guys are aware of. Profiles is a common insert based off a 96 insert set. They had Kirby Puckett or Tony Gwynn write-ups based on links. Yeah, I think the only good thing about it is it's Tatis Jr. So I could probably sell those two for like $3. But again, I just wanted to buy them out of curiosity. I'll tell you this: I'm not buying MLB The Show this year, though. Not gonna do it. Too tired of it. I haven't played. I used to play that just nonstop, especially when it came out. I'd play for like 3 months, where every waking moment I'd be playing that. And last year I thought was awful. I hated it. I hated the way they did the seasons and stuff. Everything felt unattainable. So I quit, and I have no desire to play it again until next year, probably. But my Brewers rookie card, I guess I should take it out and put it in a sleeve. Here it is. Anthony Siegler. So I'll throw that in a sleeve and I don't know. I assume that that's different. I mean, nobody else has that kind of border. So we'll just keep that one. Anthony Siegler. When was he born? Do I want to know? Born in 99. All right. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything to be super valuable. I don't collect cards looking for valuable ones. I collect cards looking for things I like. I mean, I give all my cards away, so it's just fun. I just like to see who I get. It is essentially a loot box. I mean, this is what I do in the show or in Out of the Park. It's a loot box. It is Seigler. Anthony Siegler or Siegler. I'm not sure. Seigler. All right. Let's do us a quick daily walk-off, shall we? Looks like it's kind of a year. Can you remember guys from a year that are really just 1 year apart? Let's see. Landon Powell, the catcher for Dallas Braden's perfect game on Mother's Day. Landon Powell also went on to coach quite a bit. I guess we just put all of the pitchers over here. AJ Griffin. All right, so these are all our pitchers. Tommy Malone is a starter. Dew, obviously a closer. Jared Parker was a starter. I think Griffin was too. So we'll go Noberto there. These are all starters, so they're going to have 80 strikeouts. These are all relievers, so they'll appear in more games. These, I have no idea. Landon Powell's not going to have that many ribs, though. Coco. I don't know where. That Coco probably doesn't go there. I don't know that Rajay does. Let's just see. Nailed it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nailed it. All right, let's do our grid. We got Cincinnati. We got the Oakland Athletics. We got played center field. We got the Brewers, the Giants, and a 6-war season. So, unfortunately, I don't think Don Mattingly played. I don't think he played center field. I think he just played left and right. I don't think he played center. I know he played right. He played everywhere in the infield except for short. A gold sand glitter. Well, it's not glittery. I don't know. I like that it's a rookie card, though. I mean, that's the only thing that could be exceptional about that, I feel. So if we don't put Mattingly there, I feel like I'm going to put Ricky there. I mean, obviously Ricky could go here, but I got other people that could go there. Donnie definitely did play center field. All right, well then in that case...
Mattingly! I thought I told you to trim those sideburns! Go home! You're off the team for good!
Fine. I still like him better than Steinbrenner.
How is Ricky not higher than that? I would have thought that would have been much higher. All right, A's, Giants, we're going Rajay. Nailed it. A's, Brewers. Didn't we just talk about Jared Parker? Did he? Maybe he didn't. I don't remember if Jared Parker played for the Brewers or not. Too bad these don't intersect because we could put Jeffrey Leonard here. All right, let's do 6 WAR season for the Reds. Normally we'd put Dave Parker here, but we could put Dave Parker right here. This will be a low score, I think. Wow. That's a lot higher than I thought that was going to be. All right, for Cincinnati, we could put Ellie maybe in there. Let's put Eric Davis. All of my favorite players here. This is a Jeff special. John Jaha, nice. Yeah, I bet you he would have scored lower than Dave Parker. All right, let's do played center field. Played center field for the Giants. Let's think if we can get somebody I like here. Did Kevin Mitchell ever play center field? Like, did he ever have to switch over? Marquise Grissom. Ooh, that's a good one, too. That's a good one. I like that. He would wear those high socks. Brett Butler, I was thinking about, but I'm also trying to... I really like all 5 of these guys so far. Chili Davis played center field? Chili Davis, what about from Milwaukee? Because he was on Milwaukee, too. Andres Torres. There's a name I would never come up with, but that's a good poll. What about Dion? Chili came up as a center fielder. Okay. Well, I would rather put Chili than Deion Sanders. Oh, wait, no, that's not where we want to put him. We want to put him here, of which we could put Dion here as well. I'll go for that. I'll go for Chili Davis here. It's funny because Brett Butler is absolutely the first name I came up with. And I don't know why, it's not like I'm a fan of the guy. Yeah, Grissom does fit both of those spots. I like Marquise because when he was in Atlanta, and I think he continued this after he left, he donated wood bats to a tournament, a junior tournament in Atlanta for a long time. First game in Atlanta, August 10th, Torres hit a splash hit, seared in my brain. I don't think I've ever been at a game when there's been a splash hit. No, I take that back because I worked a lot of games. I take that back. All right, yeah. So we could go. Did Jeffrey Leonard wouldn't have played in center field for Milwaukee? Marquise Grissom. I'm trying to think back in the day who else. I mean, obviously Molly would have worked there. Yount would have worked there. Actually, I don't know. Did Molly ever play center field for the Brewers? I know he did for like the Blue Jays, but I don't know about the Brewers. I'm assuming he did. Rob Deere? Stormin Gorman. All right. We'll do Gorman Thomas. I mean, that guy was a walking dirtbag. Love him. Look at that. I wonder, is Gorman Thomas worthy of an episode? Like, I want to know what he did off the field. I mean, because it looks like he would have stories, but whether they've been told or not, I don't know. I'm going to save that page. All right, now we've got the Reds and the Giants and the Reds and the Brewers. Again, we could put Dion here, but we're going to stick with guys I like. So Dave Parker could have gone here as well. Rick Shue didn't play for the Reds, I'm afraid. I'm not a big... Oh, Barry Larkin didn't play anywhere else anyway. Todd Benzinger. Makes his own barbecue sauce. I'll look up Gorman Thomas because he seems like, looks wise, he was kind of made for an episode of Two Strike Noise. Amos Rusi. Wow. Tip O'Neill. Well, Tip O'Neill I like to save for the born outside of the U.S., but at least I've heard of them. Well, I mean, I obviously know who Tip O'Neill. I guess I say obviously. It's just because we mentioned Tip O'Neill in the pod a lot. Christy Mathewson for his one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Again, I like Amos Rusi. Great call. Tip O'Neill. Great North. Christy Mathewson. Really great call. I would never come up with those, but also those are not my favorite players. Like, I like them. Hoosier Thunderbolt. Is that what Amos Rusi was nicknamed? I don't know who that is in reference to. I wish I could work Eddie Taubensee in here somewhere. I don't think I can. We got the governor or the mayor. I'm sorry, not the governor. We got the mayor, Sean Casey. Who else? Billy Hatcher. Chris Sabo, but he only played for the White Sox elsewhere. Johnny Cueto is going to be number one right here, isn't it? Amos Rusi. I know that name. I don't know anything about him, though, off the top of my head. So Mitchell did play for the Reds. He had those sleeveless jerseys. This is the Kevin Mitchell square, BT Dubs. This is where he ends up a lot of the time. All right, so then we've got Cincinnati and Milwaukee. We've already used Dave Parker. Rob Deere, I don't believe, played in Cincinnati. Dave Nilsson, we know, didn't play in Cincinnati. Some other Cincinnati names. I can't remember his name, but he didn't play for Milwaukee. It's just, I don't think Mark Hendrickson played for the Reds. Yeah, he made that barehanded catch, but he was with the Giants when he made that, but it was in Cincinnati. He did play for the Reds, though. I remember him in the sleeveless uniforms. Mike Cameron, Terry Francona, Joe Oliver. Nice. Oh, he was traded for Christy Matheson. I'm just trying to think of people that were on the Brewers in like 1990, especially because I can remember a lot of guys from the Reds on the 90 team, obviously, but Brewers, B.J. Surhoff, Gary Sheffield, Bill Wegman, Don August, Hideo Nomo, Glenn Bragg. Yes, there's one that'll work. The Adonis himself, Glenn Braggs. That dude was chiseled out of granite. All right, not a bad one. 7.5, blew it out of the water. We had one number one, but we kind of got to. Joey Votto is a good answer there. I told you Johnny Cueto was going to be number one. Barry Zito, number one. Ron Robinson. Scooter. The only Scooter I know is Rizzuto. We nailed everything else, though. We stayed away from the number ones. I mean, we had to have a number one with Ricky. The hardest one was the Reds and the Brewers, of which Mike Moustakas was the number one answer. Oh, Scooter Gannett. Okay, yeah. So I did research on Scooter's 3 home run game, or was it 4 home runs? Whatever, it was 3, right? It wasn't 4. And I was set to do a short little video on it, and then this goes back to earlier when I said I wasn't going to open somebody's Instagram, because I went to Scooter Gannett's Instagram page while I was doing research for this, and immediately stopped researching. And it's been binned. It's been binned. Scooter, not my guy. Let's see, where are my stats here? Let's see what we got going on. All right, so I've used Ricky 289 times. We're getting there to 300. Donnie, 81, Rock, 43, and then Lofton. Top teams, and there's the A's are not there. Let's see. We use Parker a lot. Stu. All right, of these guys, we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We used 6 of my top guys today. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Did you see the Roberto Kelly? No, I didn't. What were we supposed to look up? I remember it was something with Roberto Kelly. Oh, didn't he commit a bunch of errors? Roberto Kelly errors, I think. Exploring the life of Roberto Kelly, the bad man. That's not, it's all in Spanish. I don't know. Rare air card search in 91 tops. Well, we got plenty of those. Took liners off the noggin. Oh. How dare you try and take Ricky off of your top guys? How dare you? I just try to keep my top guys all in the 80s. These are all. I mean, Miggy is at the end of, well, no, Miggy's in the 90s. Bartolo's and Chef is in the 90s. I mean, Doggy pitched in the 90s and 2000s, obviously. Rajay's more contemporary. Everybody else, though, at least started in the 90s. Gwen, Lofton, Ricky, and Juan Con. You bumped Nabi off after reading his bio. Yeah, I mean, so like here, Canseco would be on our Canseco would be on our dental list. Jack Clark, I just like too much. I mean, Bartolo technically should be. I mean, the guy had 2 families at the same time. Sheffield's a steroid guy, whether he admits it or not, so he's on the dental list. Miggy's on the dental list too, technically, because steroids. But these are my guys. These are the guys that you know what I'm just noticing? And this is something that gets talked about a lot in baseball, is the decline of African Americans playing baseball. And if you look at this, these are 80s guys, right? In my top 8, only Donnie and Canseco is a minority. Donnie's the only like white bread guy there. And then we go down, next row, all African American. Andre is African American. Miggy's obviously Latino. Sheffield was born here. Bartolo is African American. I mean, in the 80s, most like half of all your superstars at least were African American, and now they're just it's hard to find. Everyone's playing football and basketball. All right. I guess I wasn't sharing my screen when I did that, but top 4 Nettles, shocker. Mike Marshall, Hoyt Wilhelm, and Jay Johnstone, nice. Lofton, Ricky, and Ron Goner, he said that one. Let's see, I was doing Roberto Kelly headshots? I don't know. R. Kelly's greatest hits. What if we go Roberto Kelly hit by pitch? Steve loses perfecto to Roberto Kelly. The man who lost 4 no, it's not him. It looks like most of the videos are about Roberto Kelly breaking up Dave Steve's no-hitter. I don't see anything. I don't see it. Dan Marino and Joe Rose reporting on opening day. I'm not sure why that matters. Yeah, I don't see anything. Roberto Kelly head. Tacos with Roberto Kelly, a culinary journey. I don't think that's the one. Best of R. Kelly. Am I getting different results? I am just getting a lot. Now I've got a lot of R. Kelly in my... Yeah, I got nothing. All right. Thank you guys very much. It was fun. Fun to play a little baseball dailies. Yeah, I got to go to Costco. I'm not looking forward to that. I got to go to Costco. Ugh. That's all I got to say. I like going to Costco, but I don't like going to Costco, if you know what I mean. All right. I will see you all on Friday. We'll do this again. Maybe I'll have a Roberto Kelly video we can watch. But otherwise, everybody stay hydrated, stay warm. It's not raining today here. I'm excited. Be careful out there. Be good to each other. I will see you all on a Friday.